Hello, Computer Apps One. Today you have your first sub, and I thought I'd make a video to help you out and help you download some of the files that you're going to need to complete your assignment today. I think this will also serve as a good video for anybody who's going to do this assignment in the future on Monday. So, for those of you who are going to be gone. So what I'm going to do here is I've got my space over here where I have my Google Community. So I went to Computer Apps One, Google Community, and then I also on a separate window, I opened up the file for Computer Apps 1 assignments. And to get this over here, all I did was I went to Unit 1 assignments. So I clicked on this icon right here, and it brought me to this page. And then I moused over, and this came up, and I clicked on this right here, and it opened up. And then I just brought it to the side. And so you get to see my other version. I'll just put this one on top of it because it doesn't really matter. And then that way you can see what it looks like, okay? So with these two things, yours might be side to side. Yours might be just in the small window. I have a pretty good sized screen here so I can do both at the same time. You can split them like we did the other day if you want to. You don't have to. So let's keep going. Let's talk about how to download so we can make this video short and sweet. Okay, the first thing you want to do once you have this Google Doc open is you have all these links for your assignment. And the main part of the instructions, like I was mentioning yesterday, is in this Intro to Word Part 1. So you'll click on it, and then there's a link below, and you'll click on that link. All right, this is just going to bring another tab at the top, and it's going to open up the instructions that I want you to have. Okay? The next thing I want you to do with this document, and I know this is a long step process, but it is a part of knowing how to use applications, so don't get too frustrated with me, okay? It will benefit you in the long run. The next thing we want to do is we want to go to this download area right here. I'm going to click that download, and I see it here too. Yep, it's going to it brought another tab, but it's not going to stay another tab. It's actually going to float to the bottom, and it's going to bring a download for you. And you're going to end up using this, and when it shows up at the bottom, you're going to click on the file down below, okay? And it should bring up that set of directions as a separate PDF, okay? So you want that, and you want to just leave it open there, and you want to go back to your Computer Apps 1 assignments, the group, okay? But before you do that, you may want to read ahead and see if you need to open anything else yet, all right? As I'm reading through this, it's being very basic. It says, start all programs, open Word. I think most of you can figure out how to open Word. I think we've all done it already. It's going to ask you to type your first and last name. It's going to talk about some ribbon options right here. And then it's going to have you do a couple things. And all you do have to do, follow the bullets and complete the instructions. That's literally it. Don't make it any harder than that, okay? Some of this is just going to explain. Some of this is actually going to give you something to do. Okay? But please, please, please don't make these instructions harder than they are. Okay? It looks like, if I'm reading this correctly, it looks like you don't really need to open anything for a while. You just need to test and try some things out. Okay? So it looks like down in here somewhere it says choose view, switch windows, document 1. You should see your name, blah, blah, blah. And it's going to start talking about document 1, document 2 based on some things you've done up here already. Okay, so please just go through, follow the instructions. You don't actually start really creating something substantial until right here. So, you know, don't lose faith in the process. It's all right here. Okay, so here it is. It's going to tell you how to type, what they want you to put. I do want you to follow these instructions. I understand that lesson 1 is located in your links, but please complete these options before you double check yourself against lesson 1. Okay? And even right here it'll tell you we will double check your lesson 1 and lesson 8. At the very least, you'll have to open it up and save as the document for yourself. So let's go do that real quick so you see what that looks like. And because I know you're going to get this far. That's not going to take you all hour. So let's go see if you opened lesson 1 or if you opened any of those other files, how to do that. So I'm going to go back up to Computer Apps. I'm going to click on one of these assignments. let's do lesson 1 just to keep it simple. I click on the file, clicked on the link, and it's going to pop up here in a second, and there it is. Again, this is not an editable form. You can't do anything with this. So we're going to go up to your download. We're going to click download, and same process is going to happen. You'll see it pop up at the bottom of the screen. Be a little patient. Don't get too anxious on me. And then click on the file when it finally pops up. Mine might take a second here. See that patience I just exhibited? I want you to have the same patience, okay? So now it's up. You're going to have a message that comes across the top that says Enable Editing. Because I already have rights to this document, it didn't show up for me like that, okay? But all you have to do is click on the Enable Editing, and it's in yellow when it shows up. That'll get you through and allow you to make any adjustments you need to make to the file. All right? Once you've done that, let's talk about saving. I'm going to drag this over here a little bit. Up here, there's going to be this disk, and they'll talk about this with you in your previous set about what buttons mean what. And you've already done a little bit of research anyway. So hit your save button. If it saves as lesson 1, I really want your name up there. So if you hit the save button and it still just says lesson 1, we need to fix that. To fix that, you got to do save as. I'm going to go to File, which you can't see my file, like where I would click File, but I'm going to click on that and I'm going to go to Save As. And I think all of you are familiar with where File Save As is. So once you click on File Save As, you're going to have a box show up. You're going to notice that my dialog box looks a little different than yours. And why is that? Well, I have a Mac at home, so it looks a little different. All you're going to do, and it's the same process, it's the same thing, it just in a different shape, different form. But lesson 1, and then you would type your name. Oops, can't type. All right, and then you would also want to make sure you put it in the right place. Just put it in your folder where your folder is represented by your student ID number, and it even says like S drive or students drive on there. So I think that's located in computer. So you might want to click on the computer option that's on the left-hand side, and then you'll find your user ID, which is a number ID, and it'll say students behind it. You want it to store in there, okay? If you do those things today, then everything else will take care of itself in the future. I'll tell you where else I want you to send those. In fact, if you save them there, we won't even have to worry about putting them anywhere else, because all I'm going to do is come by and screen check when you're done. All right? I hope this video helps you complete the lesson. I'm going to stop now because I'm almost 8 minutes. Good luck today. I'm going to be at basketball, of course. If I see some of you there, I'll probably ask you about it then. Have a wonderful day and an even better weekend. Thank you for listening. Bye. Oh yeah, it takes me a minute to stop it.